Hey everyone. You've probably never seen me before because this is my first video, but it's not my first ever video. I had a Gotcha Life channel, so surprise, surprise, this is where I am now, guys. Look at me. I don't know. I think I turned out pretty great, if you ask me. But today, I'm going to be reading my freshman year journal entries. Because if there's one thing you don't know about me, well, there's a lot of things you don't know about me. I journal all the time. I love journaling. It's what I do. Like, I'm just kind of like writing it out. Like, I'm writing a book and I'm the main character in it. It's so fun, guys. Totally start doing it because it's great. It really makes your life better. You get to look back at it and look at like certain situations and, you know, just assess yourself. Like, the person you were, how far you've come, and it's just so interesting to look back. So I found 4 entries because they are kind of long that I'm going to be reading to you. And if you're a freshman in high school, take some notes on what not to do. October 4th, 2022, Tuesday, 10:16 p.m. I'm absolutely terrified right now. It's like terror mixed with stress and excitement all in one. You may be wondering why. I'm going to talk to Jack tomorrow. Jack was this completely random dude. He was like a year older than me and he was in one of my classes. I think it was a world studies class. And the only reason that I liked him was because I just had this desperate desire for a boyfriend. He made eye contact with me like twice and I was like, oh yeah, he's the one. I was delusional. I don't care if I have to literally force myself to walk my ass up to him and just start up a conversation. The one thing that calms my nerves a little bit is the fact that my friend is going to be talking to Angel Face in the meantime. That was her nickname for him. Because he apparently had the face of an angel. He did not. It looks like we're both going to be facing our fears head on. Do you think it happened? I like to consider it like ripping a band-aid off. Get it over with. Talk to him. Learn how to socialize. Look, this man has been occupying my headspace for weeks and I can't deal with this any longer. Tomorrow, I'm going to seize the day. I'm gonna get it over with and break the ice. He's so cute. Every day when I close my eyes, I see him. And then we're gonna call him Jay. Then there's Jay. We don't talk about that sexy motherfucker. I'd rather pretend that I've never been looking at him in the first place. I deserve someone who doesn't distribute drugs and be a total douchebag to literally everyone. What I need is someone cute and sweet like Jack. Or at least, I'm only assuming he's sweet. I hope I can get around this sometime. Anyway, I have a pretty cute outfit planned for tomorrow. It's my dark blue ripped jeans and my light gray long sleeve top. However, I'm in between that and a turtleneck. What do you think? Wait, it depends on what the temperature is tomorrow and if I actually look good in it. Anyways, my eyes are burning and I need to sleep. Good night, bestie. Mwah. That turtleneck was so ugly. I don't even know why I ever bought that thing. I've always had an obsession with long sleeve shirts. So if I found a shirt that was ugly as fuck but it was long sleeve, I'd wear it. Long sleeves are great. I'm obsessed with them. I wear them all the time. I love the long sleeve and shorts combo, but back in the day I had 0 sense of style. Okay, I don't even know where to start with this one. This one was painful to read. Yes, I did have a crush on this one dude who was also in my world studies class along with Jack. They were in the same class. I think it was literally the first day of school I made eye contact with this dude, Jay. I won't lie, he was attractive. 4 years of high school, he was good looking. He was a conventionally attractive man. He was genuinely one of the worst people. He had done so many bad things to people, and I stopped liking him eventually when I found out more about what he did. I thought that this was the most of it, the drugs and stuff, but no, definitely not. I'm not gonna get into the stuff that he did, but it was bad. Everyone that I eventually told that I had a crush on him, they were all like, what is wrong with you? Like, my delusion back then was insane. I think I had like 10 crushes every semester because it was a new school, it was a new environment. I desperately needed male validation back then. I really wanted to date a guy, and because I wanted to feel like people liked me. Like, I didn't feel pretty enough. I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel like I had a good enough personality. I wanted to be this popular girl. I wanted to go wear pajama pants to school and eat hot Cheetos, even though that's not even me. I wanted to, like, date all these guys and do all this fun stuff, but I had zero confidence whatsoever, and that's a good thing, because that was not the life for me. But I just never thought I was good enough to ever pull any guy that I wanted, and in a way, I guess I decided to have a crush on, like, everyone, just in case one of them stuck. I was kind of a mess back then. By the way, nothing happened. I did not get a boyfriend freshman year. I actually specifically remember calling my aunt, who lives in London, and I told her about Jay, and I was like, I really like him, but first of all, he'd never like me because he's popular, and secondly, like, he's a terrible person. And she dead ass was like, you could fix him though. You could be the one who changes him. And I was like, even back then, I was like, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. The thought was there. I wanted to. That's what all my fake scenarios consisted of, when I would put my headphones in and I'd be like imagining what my life would be like, and it would be me fixing him. Unfortunate situation, but yeah. On to the next. It's currently 9:07 p.m. on a Thursday in October. That is such a vibe, by the way. That is such a vibe. I have business matters to attend to tomorrow. Let's just say, perhaps, I will either make history or be a pussy again and not do anything. I'm terrified. After having to endure B's countless texts complaining about her boy problems, I don't want to think about much regarding crushes. However, this is something that I've been wanting to do for weeks. I think it's been a month now. I want to talk to him. And in order to do that, I need sleep, because I cannot, by any means, be tired while speaking to this guy, because I will for sure screw something up. Sigh. This feels like a movie. I might as well embrace my emotions and treat everything as though it's just an act. I will pretend to be my own main character in my own movie. And I will slay this tomorrow. The tears are forming in my eyes. If I don't, I've officially ruined my whole weekend, and I'm not going to the Halloween party on Monday with my friends. This is war. But wait, there's no reason to be stressed. I'm just gonna sit back, take a few deep breaths, and pretend like what I plan on doing is no big deal, and I won't end up crying on the bathroom floor like a loser in front of A and R. I'll get back to you whenever. I love how I'm like freaking out about talking to this dude, but like I never actually end up doing it. All I'm doing is talking about it. It's like I'm trying to make myself feel excited for something that's not gonna happen. I don't want to put forth the effort and confidence that I need in order to talk to the guy. Okay. I personally, to this day, I like to be kept on my toes. I don't know. I love adrenaline. I love anticipation. That's the word. I love anticipation. I don't know. I'm more realistic these days. Like, I currently do have a crush on somebody, but I seriously doubt I'm ever gonna ask him out. Like, I'm just being realistic about it because I don't think he's right for me. But whatever happens, happens. I don't even know. This one's pretty much, I don't have much to say about this one. All the people that I was friends with back then, I'm not friends with anymore. Like, they were just freshman year friends. November 11th, 2022. So I'm sitting curled up on the sofa in a house that isn't mine, but the house of the kid I'm babysitting. I'm getting about $30 for today. T 1.0 from middle school made me smile earlier. There's two T's. We're gonna say there's two T's. I'm not gonna say the full name, but two T's. They had the same name. One of them was 1.0 from middle school, and the other one is 2.0. I never mentioned 2.0 in these entries, even though him and I were friends, started being friends freshman year. But there's drama with him in the future, as there is with all guy best friends. T 1.0 from middle school made me smile earlier. I snapped him a picture of what I was doing at the moment. The book, Such a Fun Age, lying open in my lap with a hot pink highlighter down the center of the binding. And he said my sweatpants were cute. I like the hearts. He's so cute. Sometimes all I want to do is hug him. But then I remind myself that he has commitment issues and I'm supposed to like someone else who's from my school. Which reminds me, of how lonely I really am. I don't know exactly how to describe my current situation. I have a lot of friends, but not really. I'm very sociable, but not at all. People like me, maybe. No, they don't. What was I thinking? My social battery runs down so fast, as well as my energy and emotional strength. I don't think I'll ever be able to reach my goal in high school. What was my goal? I think it was literally to just have friends and have a boyfriend and be happy. I wanted to live that popular girl life. I wanted to go to parties. I wanted to go out places with people. I want to take pictures and like post them on my Instagram and be pretty and have a boyfriend and post pictures with him and have a little friend group. I didn't want to be a nobody, and I was tired of feeling like a nobody, because that's what I was bullied in middle school. So and one of the reasons was my Gotcha Life channel, but I digress. I was bullied a little bit in middle school, and I was kind of a complete loser. Like, I literally hated myself. It was rough. It was rough. Middle school was rough, but it was rough for everybody. And then I just kind of brought that mindset into high school, and I thought everything was just going to automatically change, but it didn't, really. Like, I didn't get bullied anymore. People just stopped noticing me, and I kind of self-sabotaged. Like, I kind of convinced myself that everyone hated me even though nobody actually cared. Like, I was very insecure for the longest time. Life is so confusing. I wish I could fall asleep for a few months and wake up feeling rejuvenated, refreshed, and ready to take life head on. But I know that won't happen. The only thing that I took head on was the dodgeball that practically annihilated my entire fucking face in PE. Mind you, I started my day like that. I wasn't joking, that was first period. I remember that day. It was crazy. My eye was like tearing. I'd be like watering, like flowing. It was like this, the dude who threw the ball was this like buff senior guy. And mind you, I was a little freshman girl. And my friends were all standing in a group. We were playing dodgeball, and they were just kind of like off to the side by the bleachers. And I was out there like throwing balls and stuff. And then this dude, and he was like 5 feet in front of me. And that shit like rammed into my eye, and it was just watery, like tearing. I saw stars. I literally collapsed into the bleachers. That shit genuinely, like, I was nuked. Like, I flew back, and this dude was like, yo, I'm so sorry, bro. I totally did not mean to do that. And I went to the nurse, and she was like, oh my god, your eye, it's scratched. Okay, you need to do this. And I was like, am I gonna die? Like, she was freaking out. And then I was like, am I gonna be like blind or something? Do I need to go like a hospital? Because she was like freaking out. And she was like, no, it'll heal on its own. I was like, oh, okay, then what am I doing here? Like, I love that. This is quite literally the story of my life. I'm tired of it. I don't want to be one of those pick-me's that sit around pretending like they've accepted their miserable little lives, when in reality they're only looking for attention and validation from the rest of the world. Well, I'm here to say that I haven't accepted this, and I'm miserable every day because of it. I try not to let those assholes on Snapchat ruin my life. However, it's not easy to recover from someone saying you look like a lizard, and another one unadding you after figuring out who you are. I am so tired of everyone hating me. I'm starting to enjoy sleep more and more every day. It starts to feel nice being absorbed in your own little fantasy land where no one can hurt you and your intuition paves the path towards happiness. I need a sip of my water. Okay. One could say I was probably being a little bit dramatic. What was my problem back then? I just had this comparison issue. I was always comparing myself to all these like popular girls and other people that I thought were prettier than me and more confident than me and had better clothes than me and better makeup, and they were just better than me. I just thought everyone was better than me because I was so used to that mindset. So I always like thought people hated me. As I got older, specifically in senior year, when I started talking to more people that I was like scared to talk to in freshman year, everyone told me the same thing. Everyone was like, I never thought you were weird. You were fine. I eventually got over it. It didn't take me very long. I think I was literally over it like in sophomore year. I ended up getting my first boyfriend sophomore year, or first real boyfriend. I had an 8th grade boyfriend who did not even like me. He just dated me because I was a girl. But my first real relationship started at the end of sophomore year. I digress. What was I talking about before? It's currently 11:49 p.m. Not 11:50, 11:49. On Saturday, December 31st, and I'm laying in bed with my light pink LED lights on in my room whilst in the middle of an existential crisis. I went through a breakup in February, of course. Actually, 2 of them. One with D, my 8th grade ex, and the other with Gabby. Gabby's my best friend to this day. We've been besties for like 12 years. She's like my number one, genuinely my sister. I lost so much, I gained so much, I've learned so much. Considering all that I know, and all that I've learned, and all that I've experienced, I think I'm ready to put all of that to use in the new year. I'm gonna start working out. I don't know what I want to do or where I'm gonna start, so I'll just YouTube it whenever. I also need to really work my ass off in jiu-jitsu so I can potentially beat G for once. G was my friend from jiu-jitsu. She had been there just as long as I have. And she was like my friend, but I also viewed her as like competition. I was very competitive with her. Third, I'm gonna start cutting back on sugar and eating healthy. Can't go wrong with that. Cinnamon rolls will still count as healthy. Cinnamon rolls are my favorite dessert ever, by the way. I'm going to slowly distance myself from everyone besides Gabby and start focusing on and accepting myself. The first step to being an approachable person is internal happiness. I need to love myself before I can love anyone else. Okay. Honestly, period. There we have it. I'm freaking out, and I don't know whether to be happy, excited, crying, motivated, or stressed. All I know is that after 12:01, I get to engulf myself in the pages of After and slowly drift off as Harden comforts Tessa in a way which I always wanted D to comfort me. Yes, I really need to work on forgetting about him too. It's 11:59. Am I ready? Deep breath. I can hear the fireworks. It's 2023 now, bitch. And D literally just texted me. I'm assuming it doesn't end here. Sigh. I can't make this up. All right, let me just think. I'm gonna just put my brain cells together real quick. This one is interesting. Oh my god, it's lagging. I'm too broke to afford an actual camera. So when I said I was gonna start working out, I didn't lie. That was like the one thing I said I was gonna do that I actually started doing. I started running. I started doing cardio. And I still do it to this day. I try to do it as much as possible. I did it specifically for jiu-jitsu because I wanted to get stronger and I wanted to beat G. So I did actually start cutting back on sugar. Well, that's been an on and off thing. Sometimes like I would eat a lot of sugar and then sometimes I'd cut back. It's been like that for years. I think I'm pretty good with it now though. I don't usually consume that much sugar anymore, so that's good. After looking back, I didn't really like it that much because like literally every other scene was like a sex scene. And it was just unnecessary to me, in my eyes. I don't know. I should have expected it. It was a romance novel. But that is all I have. That was painful. Nothing happens with D. He just texted me Happy New Year's because he's actually a good person. I was just upset and butthurt that he broke up with me, so I was treating him like he was an asshole piece of shit. If he's watching this now, because I know he knows who he is, like, I'm sorry. Okay. That is it. I unfortunately have to be productive today. So hopefully this goes well. It's my first video in a really long time, so I hope this goes well. I really hope that I get more than 0 views. That's my goal. So, I don't know. If I get popular enough, I'm gonna actually invest in a real camera and a microphone, and I kind of want to start a podcast because I love talking, but I need to get better at it. So that's my goal. That's gonna be my journey for the rest of the summer, to get better at talking and making YouTube videos. That's all I have. Have a glorious, beautiful, wonderful day.